Let's go over to our panelists, Austin and Clyde.
My question is for Mr. Ferguson. A recent Cascade PBS Elway poll shows economy, jobs, and inflation is the biggest issue for voters when it comes to the governor's race. Right now, we're seeing 33,000 Boeing workers strike, demanding 40% wage increases to keep up with the cost of living. What, within your control as governor, would you do to address the rising cost of living?
Thanks for that question. And just to respond to his last comment, I want to be clear, my office is the office that sends sexually violent predators to McNeil Island, Dave. And just so we're clear, 38 out of 39 county prosecutors who have the authority to prosecute those cases specifically send them to my office. There's a reason why majority prosecutors endorse my campaign, but even the Republican prosecutors who endorse you send the cases regarding sexually violent predators to me and my team. Why? Because they know we'll prosecute those cases to the fullest extent of the law. And look, on the question of the economy, I'm glad you're asking about this because this gets directly to a huge issue of the rising costs that we're facing from housing to groceries. As Attorney General, we've taken on entities that are engaging in price fixing. We returned recently more than $40 million to Washingtonians because tuna companies and chicken companies engaged in price fixing. I recovered those dollars, and what did we do with it? Sent it right back to the pocketbooks of Washingtonians all across our state. So we need, the other piece of this will be housing. In my first term as governor, we'll construct 200,000 units of housing of all kinds. You may not care where the homeless go, Dave, but I do. We need to make sure we have housing for those folks, market housing and affordable housing for workers that'll help our economy, that'll help our workforce.
Mr. Reichert, 60 seconds.
Well, the reason that local prosecutors send cases to the Attorney General's office is that they have now 800 lawyers employed instead of 400 when Bob first started his tenure in the Attorney General's office. He has the lawyers to prosecute these cases. That's one reason why they send them to your office. Let's just talk about the economy. It's really, to me, it boils down to taxes. You know, what we're doing right now on this gas tax is it is a burden on each and every one of us living in Washington State. We need to pause that gas tax. We need to step back and take a look at where we're headed. Everything that we buy today is a direct result of that gas tax. Everything that's transported from your house, from the store, from the train station, from the warehouses is transported by a truck that's paying high gas taxes. Those costs are passed on to you.
Mr. Ferguson, 30-second rebuttal.
The Tri-City Herald once wrote an editorial about the way I run my office, and they said Ferguson runs his office like a business. We're actually a revenue generator for the state of Washington. That's what that legal team is doing, Dave. And when it comes to the economy, as we transition to a clean energy economy, I visited East Wenatchee and went to an apprenticeship training program. Hundreds of workers across our state being trained there for a clean energy economy. That's how we can help get great jobs for workers all across our state. We'll invest in more trainings just like that.